Hello everyone, my name is Dmitrij and today I want to tell you about how people lived in democratic Belarus before Lukashenka became president. Unfortunately, I didn't find video about Belarus before Lukashenko on YouTube, so my video will be the first and I think you should like it. So, after the collapse of the USSR and the creation of the CIS on August 25, 1991, a new state appeared on the map – Belarus. At first it was a parliamentary republic headed by Chairman Stanislav Shushkevich. The parliament consisted of deputies who met in session and passed various laws. Some of these deputies formed the opposition back in 1990. Among the opposition were the BPF, the center-right party, the Social Democratic Party of National Accord, Deputy Lukashenka and others. They were opposed by the pro-communist cabinet headed by Vyacheslav Kebich, and in order to control the situation in the Supreme Council, Stanislav Shushkevich tried to maneuver between all these parties. If we talk about Lukashenka in the early 90s, he was a bright and fearless politician who was not even afraid to write badly about the government. In 1993, with the support of Stanislav Shushkevich, an anti-corruption commission was established at the head of which was appointed Alexander Lukashenko. Shushkevich hoped that the commission would be able to expose the corrupt activities of Kebich's cabinet. In mid-December, Lukashenko will make a leave report. He will criticize some officials and deputies of the Supreme Council. This will be his finest hour and he will become very popular, but as a result, no one will be arrested or even fired. In 1992, the Belarusian ruble was introduced with beautiful bunnies and squirrels on the bills, but it was not the official currency. The exchange rate of the unofficial money against the dollar was falling every day, and the government did not introduce a national currency because it wanted to unite its financial system with Russia. The average salary of Belarusian citizens at that time was $25, and little could be bought with this money. Factories for the production of products to Russia did not work. The old Soviet collective farms worked inefficiently, and the government was afraid to change the economy and carry out reforms. In addition to economic problems, the old Soviet constitution of 1978 was enforced in Belarus, which did not correspond to today's realities. Groups of deputies offered different options. The BPF opposition actively opposed the introduction of the post of president, while Kebich and Lukashenko were in favor. As a result, the constitution was adopted in March 1994. 236 deputies voted for the introduction of the post of president, and the BPF opposition refused to take part in the vote. Thus, Belarus has become a presidential parliamentary republic. The armed forces of Belarus were formed on the basis of the Belarusian military district of the USSR after the Declaration of Independence. Officially, this happened on November 3, 1992. In the period from 1992 to 1996, the Belarusian army was reduced and reformed. Nuclear demilitarization was also carried out. That's all. Very little was written about the Belarusian army in the early 90s. Mostly it was cuts and minor reforms. So, 1994. The Institute of the Presidency appears in Belarus and Alexander Lukashenko becomes the first president. In history, this moment is considered the second stage of the formation of Belarus as an independent state. This is no longer a parliamentary republic, but also not a dictatorship, something in between. Next year, the change of state symbol and in-depth cooperation with Russia will begin. The second stage will be short, and the referendum on amending the constitution will be held in 1996. This is how dictatorial Belarus appeared.